Welcome to Dr. Social Problems. In this video, I would like to answer the question, how can we lead people like KKK to deflect? I would like to proceed my discussion from outline through analysis to final conclusion. In case you are in a hurry, please jump over to the conclusion part at the ending scene. If you're ready, let's start. I am basing this discussion on an article. I'm a black musician who has befriended and encouraged over 200 Ku Klux Klan members to give up their robes. Here's how I approach these sensitive conversations. Written by Mr. Daryl Davis for Insider. Mr. Davis was a son of diplomats who always had to readjust to new school whenever he came back to the United States. And he emphasized using diplomacy in his conversations with members with Ku Klux Klan. And here's how. Wanting to be loved, respected, heard, treated fairly and truthfully, and wanting the same things for their family are the 5 core values every human being is looking for. And he says applying these 5 values enables us to navigate even adversarial situations much more smoothly and positively. Or if you're interested in this kind of discussions, please click that channel logo you see in the corner not to miss the next episode. And he continues by one example. There was a time when someone said they should put down black people, but Mr. Davis did not react to it emotionally. Rather, he sat there calmly, which created certain curiosity in the air about why he didn't fight back. And that curiosity to want to hear what he had to say was the very start to nourish the seeds and water them and to bloom. Mr. Davis adds, when he says respect, he doesn't mean respecting what the person says, but rather respecting their right to say it. That's why he did not immediately disagree with that opinion of putting black people down. He admits the person has the right to say whatever he wants to say. And the interesting thing is, he never intentionally tried to influence those KKK members he associated with. He just continuously conversed with the people with the intention of finding out why they believe what they believe. And as the conversations continued, more people changed, he says. And his main point is, racism is usually learned behavior and not what comes naturally from within. Thus, his continuation of conversations would open up their fixed image about the black people, and gradually they noticed their fixation was not based upon the truth. And he also adds that there are some people who go to their graves with their hatred in their hearts. What Mr. David does is highly theoretically backed strategy, just exposing them to reality continuously will gradually open their eyes to let go of their meaningless fixation of racial hatred, which they absorbed without knowing it by their environment, especially without reacting immediately and emotionally. Just stay on to continue the conversation, to objectively listen to what others say is the main point. And as being a son of a diplomat, I think Mr. Davis perfectly played a role of racial diplomat representing people of color. And if I can add one more thing, so who are those other people who would go to their graves with the hatred in their hearts? These are people whose dysfunctional childhood severely scarred them psychologically, and they chose the racial hatred by themselves as a means of releasing their angers and frustrations coming from their own childhood. In this case, the hatred is planted deeply in their heart and not the simple learned behavior. They chose it, and that hatred gave them the way to release their anger. In the case of these people, since this hatred is deeply planted in their minds, the anger is fixed as their second nature, which is very difficult to get rid of unless we solve their original scar inflicted in their hearts from their childhood. This is it. I always thank you very much for your subscriptions, likes, and sharing. I really do. And even if it was kind of difficult day to some of you today, I'm wishing you a peaceful night wherever you are watching this video on this same small planet Earth. Okay, till next time. Bye.